All right, so let's continue. Now, as you can see right now, if I save this page, and I saved it, I think, already, let me see how it looks in the preview. Exit Visual Builder. Let's see how it looks. All right, it's not so bad. All right, and then I can scroll down and see the rest of the page. But I just want to do something to show you one specific feature of Divi. I'm going to go back to Enable Visual Builder and play around with it. Over here, let's say this is a section, all right? I want to add a title to this section. So over here, all right, so what I'm going to do is, I want to add it in between. So let's do it over here. Text. So let's call it my services. All right. So you see it over here. Let's modify it. We're going to call it h2 text. Let's see, capitalized. Oh, no, it's not the text. I don't need this. It's the heading text. Okay, it's an H2. So see, if it's an H1, I will select the H1, but it's an H2. I'm gonna change it to this, and then I'm gonna center it. I'm gonna make the font bolder and change the size of the font. Maybe bold is a bit too much. Semi-bold, right? And you can change the font, of course. You can play around with all that stuff. See? It's really easy. But let's keep it at default because it looks much better. Like this. And maybe change the color if we have to. You know what? Who cares? And then we can add some spacing. See? Increase. A little bit of a shadow if we have to. It doesn't look that good with the shadow. Let go of the shadow. Nah, not needed, but you get the idea. All right. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I added this section, and then I'm gonna click on Save Changes. Now, as we can see, we have this section and this section. Now, I wanna separate them from the previous section on the page. All right. So if we do this, click on it. All right. So it's a column, and that column, let's try to do it this way. Background, black. Okay. Just creates that section over here. Now, this might actually force us to do other stuff, but we'll give it a try and see how the whole thing works. No, that's not what we want. All right, so column, design. So maybe it cannot be done this way. So I'm just gonna click close. So this. We have to really separate, to create a brand new section in blue and move these two sections into it to achieve what I want to achieve, and you'll see what I mean. So here's a new section. All right, it's going to be a regular section, and then in that section, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click cancel because I want to move this to it. So see, there you go. Here's the first one, and I'm going to move this right under it. It's a little bit tricky, but it's doable. And now over here, there's nothing. There you go. Very. So this whole section, I want to give it a little bit of a darker color, like a light background color, so it distinguishes it from the previous one. So this is what I was looking for. So here's a section, and I'm gonna dim it down like this. Give it a 3%. You can see what I'm talking about. Okay, just click OK. See what I'm talking about? If I save it right now, all right, and exit Visual Builder, it will give it a little bit of a structure to your website. Right, so if I click on exit, here's about me section, and then all of a sudden this is another section that looks very professional. All right, so this is nice so far. I mean, it wasn't that complicated. Now what I want you to do is to explore other stuff. Don't just rely on tutorials to do these things, but you understand that each section has a row and each row has a column, and inside each of these columns you can add modules which are blurbs, images, videos, or whatever you want to add over there. So that's what we want to do. And each module has a content section, a design section, and a third section for advanced stuff, which you can add your own CSS or hide a specific thing from view of the user on a specific device, and so on and so forth. So this is good. Now we have the footer section. This doesn't look good. So let's see. Let's go to our dashboard, and then let's go to our, let's open the front page in a separate window. So we have it over here. And then let's go to Customize. So just like we did before, the header section over here, where we control this, we have a footer section. All right, so let's go to the bottom. So layout, we can select 3 column, 2 column, beautiful. All right, you can change the color of it. You can set it to whatever you want. All right, so let's do this. Let's set it to black. Give it a little bit of a shine. Okay, let's make it 2 column. Very good. Let's go back. Play around with the widget. So over here we can control the widget header color. I like simple stuff. A little bit to be white. You can change the font of the header, the text size. See how it's changing. The bullet color if you want. Red, yellow, whatever you want. Okay. And you publish it. Let's go back again. Footer element. So this is, see the social media links? Uncheck, check. Leave them there. Footer menu. Now you can add menus over here if you want, if you specify a specific footer menu on your website. For example, let me go back and show you what I mean. Menus. All right, create a new menu. I'm going to call it footer. And the footer menu will have the same information as the header menu. All right. So over here, I don't think we can control it from here. So let me just publish it. Click on add items. Let's do this. Add items. We're going to add home, contact, portfolio, about. Right, and publish. See where it shows up? Over here. Now, that's an option that you can do. I really do not like to have my menus at the bottom of the page, but it's up to you. You can do whatever you want. And then let's remove this. I don't want it. Move it around. But just to demonstrate how powerful this platform is, let's go back. The widgets section, see? If it's 2, so you have the first one and the second one over here because that's how we decided for it to look like. I'm just gonna remove this, remove, and then you can add whatever you want. So archive, custom, gallery. Let's add a gallery over here. Not a gallery. I don't want to add a gallery. Delete. Let's add something else. Inch. And what I'm gonna do is add the actual logo for the website. Yeah, it's not that beautiful, but whatever. Let's delete. I don't like it. Let's add some text. right? You can add address, and then add your address here, and you can see it's showing up right away. It's live. Okay, publish. Now in the second footer, this one, because we selected 2 columns, so the first one is for the first, the second one is for the second. If you have 3 columns, 1, 2, 3, the third footer will have the content of the third footer. And I like to add my menus from here. So add navigation menu. You select your primary menu, and then you can give it navigation, or call it whatever you want. All right. See, it shows up over here. It's updating. So just give it a second, and it shows up. And publish. Right. So this is the footer, and this is how you can actually customize it. Another thing about the footer is you see over here you have elegant theme thingy. Let's see if we can see. We can remove it. Disable footer credit. It's gone. Or you can add your own credit. This website designed by blah blah blah. There you go. Shows up at the bottom of the page. And you can change, see, text color, make it more bright, change the background color, change the font, everything. It's actually, the idea behind it is to know less coding and more, give you the freedom to change anything on the website without actually doing a lot of coding. That's the idea behind some of these frameworks. We want to make things very easy for the user, okay? So they don't really have to do much, and anyone can do it, just like, what do you call it? Some of these built on websites where you can build your website, like Wix, exactly. So you don't need to know a lot of programming knowledge to do that stuff. You just need to know how to use the back end of the website and install something like Divi to create something really easy and super, straightforward and not that complicated for any website. Because as you can see, we don't have just one template to stick with. So you can have this, you can have sliders, you can have other stuff. So if you click on edit page, okay, just really quickly, if we go through the modules for the different ones, the full width or the regular sections, you'll see over here, if I click on this, in this section you have full width header, you have code, you have, what do you call it, full width sliders, so you can have these sliding images on your front page. You have the custom ones, specialty, where you want to be more creative, you have that option. So basically, anything that you want to add to your website is pretty easy. You just have to explore a little bit on your own, and you'll find whatever you want. It's really straightforward. It's not that complicated. There's a lot of tutorials on that stuff, and I'm going to create as much as possible. Whatever you do on the back end or the front end visual builder or the back end builder, it's going to be reflected the same way. Just make sure that you save your stuff and update it. And that's about it. It's really easy, straightforward, not that complicated. And I'm going to add one more thing. Let's say you created this front page, all right? And you like how it looks. All right? Here's what you can do. You can click on edit page. All right? And over here, you have different options where you can actually, over here, okay, save section to library. So this section, you like how it looks. You don't want to do the same work again and again and again. So layout name, so front page header. You can make it global where it looks the same on all pages, and if you change it in one place, it will change in all other pages. I don't want to do that right now. I'm just going to click on save, update, and then I'm going to go to another page on my website. and I'm gonna create that same header in one click. Click on all pages, click on portfolio, switch to Divi Builder. It looks like this. It should ask me a couple of questions. I'm gonna say no, or just right, click nothing. And see the plus sign over here? We're gonna click on it. Pre-made layouts. All right. So you can click a pre-made layout. So these are like themes. I wouldn't advise you to do it. What happens is one of my people that I know, two groups created a project. Both of them had the same layout. Everyone got in trouble because the client was upset on both sides and they looked foolish. So I would get ideas from here, but I wouldn't just click on these free templates and use them. Go to your saved layouts or existing pages. So let's see. So you have existing pages. So I created the home page. If I click on this, it's going to populate it to make it look exactly like the front page. So you can duplicate it right away. Or what you can do is click hold on, over here, okay, add from library, and I created the front page header. Just gonna click. Let me put this into the trash can, preview the page, and let's see how it looks. It looks exactly like the one on the front page. And then you can go in and change it. So this is one of the most powerful features of about Divi, where you can duplicate stuff, use it here and there. It just cuts down on the amount of work that you have to do. Just keep in mind that when you build a website, you have to customize it for desktop and mobile, and you have that feature enabled in Divi, and it's available, so you don't have any excuses of not being able or taking more time to do all that stuff. So this is it for now. Should be fine. It's not a complicated theme. It just has a lot of features to it. All right. Thank you very much.